I'm Teacher Mia from Kangaroo Study, and today on our P3 Road to GP Math, we are going to look at excess and shortage problem. Now, this video is part 2 of our video. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, it will be in the comment section down below. So please watch part 1 before you watch this video. Now, excess and shortage problem is the last question for the past 3 years of GP. This means that if you follow through and you learn how to do, you can solve the last question in GP. So let's dive right into it. First, let's look at the question. A school has purchased a new batch of books and wants to distribute them among several teachers. If when each teacher receives 4 books, there are 7 books left over. And when each teacher receives 6 books, 3 more books are needed. How many teachers are there and how many books are in the batch? Now we see that there are 2 cases. This means that it is a excess and shortage problem. And from our previous video, we said that we need to draw out both cases and we see the change. So let's try it. First, we have some teachers. We don't know how much. Then case 1. When each teacher receives 4 books, there will be 7 books left over. Case 2. When each teacher receives 6 books, there will be 3 more books are needed. Okay, let's look at the change in the every single person left. So, change in every single person. We see that every teacher takes extra 2 books. So, we know that the change in single person is 2. Now, how do we find the change in object left? 7 left but 3 needed. It is different from our previous video. So how to find change? Now let's look at a simple question first. One day, Alex has $5 and he wants to buy a math book. When he reaches the bookstore, he realizes that he is short of $3 to buy the math book. How much was the math book? So Alex has $5 and he realizes that he still needs $3 more. So how much was the math book? Yes, it is $8. How do you get 8? Yes, we take 5 plus 3. Then we can get 8. Now, what is this 5? The 5 is the money that Alex has. And 3. 3 will be the money that Alex needs more. He still needs $3 to buy the math book. And $8 will be the total price of the book. Now, how do we find total? To find total, we need to take the money that we have plus the money that we need. And then we can get the total. So total equals half plus needed. So let's move on to our question here. Now, we see that we have 7 left and 3 needed. So we want to find the change. Which means that here I have 7 books left. I have 7 books. Then I want to distribute 2 books each to every teacher. But I still need 3 more books. So what is the total number of books that are needed to give to the teachers? Yes, it is 7 plus 3 is 10. I have 7 books, but I still need 3 more, which means that the total books that I want to give is 10. So now, if one teacher takes 2 books, how many teachers will take 10 books? Yes, it is the same as our previous question. 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So we have found that we have 5 teachers. If we have 5 teachers, how many books do we have? Yes, we have 2 different methods. First, we can take 4 times 5. Number of books every teacher receives, 4, and times the number of teachers. 5. 4 times 5 and plus 7. Or, we can also take 6 times 5 minus 3. Because there's 3 more books needed. We haven't given the 3 books yet. So, there's 2 methods. 4 times 5 plus 7 equals 27. Or 6 times 5 minus 3. Now, let's look at our summary now. First, 10 divided by 2 equals 5. How did we find the number of teachers? Well, let's look at this 10 here. Now, this 10 is the change in object left. Now, we know that we got it from here. The total number of books that are needed to give to teachers, we get it because we know that we have 7 books and we need 3 more books in order to give all teachers. So the number of books needed will be 7 plus 3 equals 10. So this total number of books that are needed to give to teachers, we can say it as the change in object left. So change in left. And now, what about this 2 here? These two will be the change in single person or change in single. So we see that both of them have changed. So in a summary, we need to take change in left divided by change in single. So an overall summary of the question. Now this is an excess and shortage problem because it has two cases. Two cases, then it will be a excess and shortage problem. Then we see how do we find the change in left? Yes, we take the number of books that we have plus the number of books needed. So change in left equals have plus needed. How do we find the number of teachers? Yes, we take the change in left divided by change in single. Done. That's our summary of this question. Now here, there will be a practice question for you to try. And after you try, you please feel free to type down the answer in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, please feel free to scan the QR code on the left. You can contact me if you have any sorts of question. And on the QR code on our right, please scan it to join our 2026 P3 study group. There will be study resources for GEP and worksheets available from time to time. So I'm Teacher Ming Wei. Thank you for listening. Signing off. Bye bye.